potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Clemson Tigers. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Chris Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game, he talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Looking to pass. It's Reynolds.
Come on, get him.
Smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Over the middle, complete to Wesco. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll go back to the ground. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Sets up the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Right on the money. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Clemson.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 68 yards on that drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Carr above the noise.
That was a run. What the fuck?
Yeah, he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, it was a great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
On the run, it's Walton. And he's dragged down.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Play action, Carr. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Play action. Throws for the tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ncaa if they can stop him on 3rd down. Now here's Carr. Unloads it left. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Reynolds. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the five-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David, and you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position, and now we're going to find out if this new guy...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got
Okay, on my way. Thank you.
He's at the 40. The 20.
Oh, he's on the bench.
He's at the 10.
Oh, come on.
Stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
Shit, what's Mobley doing?
It's Mobley.
Nice.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Notre Dame. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Running inside, it's Johnson. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Trying play action. Under fire. Got his man on the right. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
What's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed, you know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back, get it into his hands quickly, let him go pick up the first.
The run inside, it's Johnson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Reynolds. Here's the pressure. Got it. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. They're going to run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it down the seam.
Come on, man.
And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here come the Irish back on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Play action, C.J. Carr.
Wow. So fast.
He's brought down. A short return to the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progression.
There he goes.
Oh,
Into
fuck
the
it
end
up.
zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board.
Number 81, set to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Irish send out the punt unit.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside. It's Johnson. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He might want another play. They'll try to run for it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this third down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
Looking to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He's got an open man. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. Here comes Clemson with another first down. The run inside. It's Johnson. Maybe some room here. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. He's got him in the flat. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. He lobs one high down the left side.
Oh,
and that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Carr from the gun on third down. He's taking the shot. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Fourth down, Carr. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the number 5 team, the Michigan Wolverines.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
And it's the home team keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half.
Defense there before he could really get going. He was a whirling dervish. A lot of work for that 4-yard gain.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Motion from the wideout. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. They're working that left side. At the 40, there he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Quickly complete. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now. Let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Come on.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Carr on play action. Zings it complete to the
There we go.
right. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4.
Half an hour. Yes.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
Got some recruits.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. They'll give it to Johnson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Reynolds. Dances away. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Wide open makes the catch. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Second look at what?
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call.
Was he called out initially?
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down.
Actually bored?
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's got him. Turning it on. Made the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The handoff to Johnson. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to pass, it's Reynolds. Bringing the heat. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscles. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victories. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Running inside, it's Johnson. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Yep.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Go ask your mother, because I'm in the middle of something. Go ask your mother.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. They'll give it to Johnson. Oh, look out, the ball's free.
No fucking way! Oh my god!
He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security.
Fucking transfer portal.
Turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they're able to jump on top of that one.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davidson. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll run it again. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And it's one thing to get stopped on 3rd and short, but it's another thing to go out of bounds. I mean, you got to know better as a running back. Like, the clock is my friend. I want to make sure that I stay in bounds. Nice job by the defense. They did their job, but I got to know better. Stick my foot in the ground, get physical, and keep that clock ticking.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
What are you doing? You gonna move over and get it?
The defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after
You guys
that
don't even know
penalty.
where they are.
The run inside. It's Mobley. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Throwing, Carr. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Carr. Shoots it to the left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Pressure coming. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip. And they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Finds us back in the middle. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Fires to the middle. He throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Trying to take it back. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has him setting up shop from there.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Stepping to the right. Fires downfield. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Punt is in the air. Makes the catch at the 35. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Here's Carr to throw. Makes a catch. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Wants to throw it again. Here's a heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. And back to the air on second down. Firing to the right, complete.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this. And be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
C.J. Carr firing again. Fires toward the end zone.
Oh, come on now.
Through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Makes the grab. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Carr. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Oh, they're after him.
And he was looking into the end zone.
Not going to catch him as we go for it?
Man, the offense, they can taste it. They're on the road in a hostile environment in a two-minute situation.
God.
They're trying to rip this game away from the home team. They take a shot into the end zone, being aggressive. I love the play call, but it falls incomplete.
To throw, it's Carr. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop it right here. From the gun on third down, Carr. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Carr. Throws toward the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
You just can't say enough about how this defense has played today. They came in here, David, as the underdog. They wanted to prove everybody wrong. They got turnovers today, and they get a massive stop at the end of the game when they need it most. Just can't say enough about the game.
They were the underdogs, but this defense, they thought they could play fast. They thought they could cause some havoc, and they did. And how about this at the end of the game? When you needed it the most, they called game. They got the big stop, came up crucial in crucial.